still think people are overreacting about the Online Safety Act? Do you still think it's not affecting you? Well, the game industry has taken a hit, as I mentioned before, and there are companies closing down. There were companies going to close down anyway, so let's not make excuses for them. But the overreach by the government has affected people massively. And what people haven't totally picked up on yet is that things like Steam, which is a gaming platform available that some kids have had for 10 years, all their games on it. Now, to play a lot of those games, you need a credit card. Now, obviously, an adult could provide that, but the point being is even a 16-year-old technically could be banned from using most social media, and already is in some cases under the Online Safety Act. I have gone to some sites in the last few days, sites that are used worldwide because they're accepted worldwide as being okay to use. Some of these sites you can make naughty pictures on. That's not their main use. The main use is to animate models for CGI and that. But some you can make naughty pictures on. But guess what? They're naughty pictures of people that don't exist. I haven't seen how far they go, but I'm sure they're very... Looking at what I saw with the other pictures, I'm sure they're good but not real. Do you know what I mean? Because computers make things too perfect, which shows up. You see it, don't you? You're saying it's computer graphics when you're playing a game. If they're too good, that's what gives it away. My point being is that these sites are recognised around the world as being top safe sites. That's my point. With models on, you can animate and do everything with. Last night I went to check through a few of those to see what the score was, and it come up. One site just said restricted to the UK, another one restricted to the UK, banned in the UK, and they're making a big page towards it. I found the workaround, which didn't involve a VPN, by the way. They got special website names they're using for us to try and help us. And one of the sites said to use a VPN. And one of the other sites I used, I wish I'd kept it up in front of me. It said something like, thanks to your government, they're trying to block us from serving you, blah, blah, blah. And it actually ripped our government to pieces. It's embarrassing on a world stage, but also it was letting us know, we want to serve you, here's a way of doing it, but your government is making it so that your ISP is blocking us right here, right now. So people who don't know how to use a VPN, people who don't know, are going to be blocked from sites they don't even know, not even aware they're blocked from yet, or they may not have used it in a while and don't know that they need it when they go back on there, they'll be locked out. Or people, and here's the other thing as well, right? With all these naughty pictures and that, I completely understand not making naughty pictures of someone who's real. I get that, or doing a deep fake of that. It's, I get it. It's not in good taste. But I'm thinking about how I was when I was younger, yeah, full of testosterone and nowhere to put it. I don't think making some dirty pictures of something that doesn't exist is half as bad as the exploitation of porn that used to be out there and regularly available. Do you? I think when you look at things in that kind of light, rather than have young men walking around heavily sexually frustrated, never safe thing, at the same time, I'm alright, teach them some social skills would be the best thing, I admit to you. But secondary, rather than them going and watching something where people have been exploited and it teaches them the wrong way to have sex, perhaps they could just look at some really nice pictures of a woman they created that doesn't exist. Just a thought. No one gets hurt. Same as a sexual role play. No one gets hurt. And even you've got an AI that will tell you when you're crossing a line, which is, a no-brainer to me compared to the choices that were out there for people who were young when I was, growing up and feeling too much testosterone. But in seriousness, we go back to sex because it's an easy topic. But some of these things, they're just models. When I say models, I mean literally a animated model that are designed for you to make either like shows or really advanced like AI, not AI, sorry, but VR characters and stuff. Really, really advanced animation tools, right? Basically, all of them find out, and then I find out why did Elon Musk roll over to the government? Because of the liability factor. Our government is putting a basically 10%. Every major company loses 10% of their revenue per year in Britain by not following the rules. The ISPs and the company gets taken to account, and those things are blocked or demonetized or whatever else. So that's why Elon rolled over, because 10% of the revenue is lost instantly if they don't comply. I don't know how it works exactly, but those are the figures that I got up today. I keep trying to say it. Your emails are being targeted. Your VPNs are being targeted. Even Google, even Grok, even all these bad companies. Look at what's going on with us. and realise not only are they being not allowed to do their stuff here, but they can't even do their own dirty tricks because they are being throttled to the point of not being able to provide a service that you're paying money for. Don't forget, a lot of these things cost money. How can they charge you money when they can't give you the service? And now we're getting to the point where young men are and women are going on the internet to use tools that are for any purpose, and any misuse of them is down to the user, a bit like a kitchen knife. And yet they're being told they need a credit card at 16 years old, and they're being told they need things that most people don't have at 16 years old. They're being banned from social media effectively. They're being banned from using tools online for creation and making things. And again, if these tools get misused, they get misused by everybody. But there's usually only a very small percentage of people that continue to misuse a tool. Like AI, we're all going to call it a CUNT and everything else at first, and the novelty wears off very, very quickly. So, it's over tuning. But they talk about safety whilst at the same time trying to get people killed with their AI. It's got nothing to do with safety because I can get Jean still to talk about the most disgusting things, and yet if I get her to talk about something, I can't remember what it was now. But I crossed a little line last night, and she went absolutely apeshit over something because it's a corporate liability issue. It's absolutely insane. But forgetting that, your media's going quiet when Starmer should be out of a job. He's not out of a job, and he's going to cling on harder than Corbyn ever did. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere until he's marched out the door. Who's going to march him out the door? No one's got the guts. We can't even get a contender in the door to contend with him in the first place. Make no mistake, I'm not using rhetoric. I'm not using expanded or inflated dialogue. He is putting a digital iron curtain around the UK. Go and look at the companies themselves. I'll start taking screenshots if you want of the sites I'm going to. Your country's blocked. I'm in the country that's being blocked. I'm in the country that's being blocked. How is that possible? This only used to happen when you used to try and go to the Pirate Bay or something. Now to go to an animation site that is there purely to make things like spaceships and people, and I'm blocked because it's a site that can allow you to do other things on there as well. Can allow you to. You don't see them. It's just a possibility that it holds within it because it doesn't hold anything back. No pedophilia, nothing. It has its own red lines. So because you can, all of the millions of other uses that people are using it for every day have been completely disallowed to you in case you dare to make a cartoon or make a comic book character or make a scene in space. Now all those things are okay, but because there's a chance you might choose it to make a pair of tits, this is absolutely insane. If you wanted a pair of tits, you could go on your internet browser and you could find them, right? So why is this happening? It's all overkill. It's overreach. It's choice. I told you they'll make out as a few small cases like they always have done in the past, but it's a way of annihilating your freedom completely. Nobody goes on the internet until they're their age, we say, and when they do go on the internet, they consume the things we want them to consume. Other countries are beginning to say our internet is going like North Korea's. Right? And that is bad when they're saying it not as a joke. We are going to get something called an intranet before long, and that is that any request to go outside this country is going to bounce back into the country again. If you think that's impossible, why do you think they want to get rid of VPNs? Why do you think they want to get rid of all this stuff? Because it's easy to manage you. They then put full blame on the ISPs, which mean the ISPs, the person that you pay your internet bill to, will be forced to punish you. Because at the moment, you may think they're punishing you. Most don't. They send you a letter for copying a video every now and again. They don't want involved. They don't want involved. They just want you to pay your internet bill monthly. They don't care what you do. But despite what you think, the only one that does is Sky, and that's because it's got skin in the game. But they will make them liable. They're making everything and everybody liable for everything they release on gaming platforms, for everything they release on, even on gaming sites, modding forums, Facebook groups. You're going to find that before long, you're going to need to either give your personal details, passport, facial recognition, whatever else, to be able to access the most mundane services you've always been able to access, or you're going to have to not have those services. You're going to have to give your life away or not, and it's going to be or not in a lot of cases. And there's some things you're just not going to be able to reach. because potentially, like a kitchen knife, if misused, they could cause not even harm, they could just cause the exact thing that they'd be misused for deliberately. You tell me what is safe about stopping people from making a naked fake woman that doesn't exist versus pushing them onto the dark web to go and download a load of porn where women have been taken advantage of. The safety rules are the same safety rules they've got on their AI. It's the same safety rules that even Europe are thinking about adopting but haven't yet. The UK is literally a world leader, and that is immalleable walls. No hard walls. They talk about hard walls, but in the rest of the world, things like AI, computing, and other things have hard walls, meaning this is right, this is wrong, this is acceptable, this is not. There's no middle ground, except for discretionary cases, obviously. With what we've got in Britain is everything could be offensive, everything could be harmful, everything could be unsafe. Therefore, everything's changeable, and we will make the rules up as we go along. That is the specific type of AI, but also the specific type of law we've gone for, and it's known again around the globe. We're not the laughing stock anymore. We're the one that people are actually spitting on in disgust with what we're doing. Companies are losing millions because they can't even connect to their own user base. It's disgusting. And like I say, most of these sites are well regarded, well known, high stakes sites, millions of users. It's disgusting. We're being cut off from the internet. Slowly but surely, you're being cut off from every single site, and you don't even know it. And even the ones you've got access to, if you just go with what you're given, then you will get exactly that, what you're given. You'll be given a toned down version of the site, a North Korean version of a site where it goes, oh look, you can get this site from outside of the UK. Yeah, the toned down UK version of it. That's what you're getting. Today I went and looked for some voices to add to my, doesn't matter, but some voices to add to something I was looking for, software wise. The ones I had were shit. Switched to a different region, suddenly I had about 20 different voices to use. I'm like, okay, I see where we're going now. See where we're going. See what I'm saying? Everything now is going to be locked under, and it's getting worse. Don't forget, it's only just really happened. They're going to get better at it. There are ways around it, and I will make a video about it at some point to do with the DNS stuff, but not now. Not now. Too early. Too the wrong time. But you need to be aware that don't jump on the bandwagon saying if you've got nothing to hide, then don't worry, because that's a stupid thing to say. Because the fact of it is, if they want to get rid of VPNs, it's because they want total control over you. It's got nothing to do with VPNs being bad, and all VPNs do is hide a secret. Or, to be specific, they hide the total transparency of being able to watch every single thing that you do in real time. Seems there's only one reason why you'd want to get rid of that to me. It's certainly not because of terrorism or anything else. Because real terrorists probably would just talk to each other. Anyway, I'm going on a waffle, but I've had enough of this sanitary. Why doesn't he make it a bit louder so that people in the other countries can hear? So I'm not going to give you the sanitary ending. I'm going to say, wake up. We're being surrounded. Our country's being iron curtained, and whether you're a gamer, whether you're a Facebook user, whatever else, if you haven't noticed it already, you will soon. By the time you react, it will be too late. If I was you, I'd start opening up accounts in American or Swedish or Swiss, and I'd start also not just changing the region, but making sure everything about it was that, where possible. I really would. I wouldn't have anything based in this country anymore, because we are being treated we're being treated differently from the rest of the world, and what we're being treated like is North Korean cattle. Tom Fury, Zero News, got a day for now.